Hello everyone, welcome to the intraday video for a Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. Before we start with the analysis, I want to mention that there is some news today at 16 hours, so European time, of course. Be careful from some volatility that it might change the course or even might give us what we want to see. So currently we are looking at lower prices. That is something is being cooked, of course. We didn't see our wave yet. Please take note that once we break this trend line, taken from the parallel here, taken from the 1 to the 3 almost, yeah, if you take here this channel as copy paste and you bring it exactly to your lower 2, once we break this trend level, your diagonal, contracting diagonal, will be invalid if we break this towards the downside. Therefore, if this is broken towards the downside, we cannot call even a 5 waves anymore to finish this 5th wave. And therefore, the whole impulse here will be invalid, unfortunately. Therefore, we have to consider it as corrective, which means WXY. As we have mentioned before, so this is your W, then this is your X as also a zigzag, and you want to seek for a finished wave Y as a zigzag towards the upside or as a flat. It can be even a flat, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then 5 waves up. I don't know. So it should look like a flat or a zigzag. It means 3 waves, right? So one of them, okay, whether taken from here towards the upside, or it can go lower down, like lower than this trend line, and then move up for finishing 3 waves in flats, finishing WXY. Now what happens after this? Of course, we are corrective. In case we are corrective, we want to see lower prices after it. Now breaking this level is to be reanalyzed, of course, because on the daily chart we are very bullish. So yeah, we might see lower prices after this correction, but I doubt that we're gonna break this. If we break it, then okay, then to be analyzed at that time. We're gonna get some signal, of course, before it. So these are the things. So before the thing breaks here, I just want to let you know, in case it has break, yeah, so our impulse will be invalid, then we are impulsive. Now, we are corrective. So the only thing that I would like also to mention, guys, is there is one more possible scenario, but I don't like it. It's very rare, right? Always rare to have an expanded diagonal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we see, of course, 5 waves up, and each wave is forming a zigzag, right? Zigzag for the wave 3, zigzag for wave 4, and possibly zigzag for the wave 5. So in that case, I would call, yeah, an expanding diagonal, which is very rare, right? But when you call this is when all your scenarios do not get completed. I mean, you cannot find an impulse, you cannot find a WXY, you cannot find ABC, flats, regular flats, and so on. Once you become to such complex scenario and where you cannot really find a solution, then okay, you go to the most rare scenario, which it could be an expanding diagonal, and therefore this is, of course, a motive wave. It wants, of course, to be impulsive, and then we are looking for 3 waves towards the downside, finishing the CME gap again, and then moving up. So rather than being impulse, it could be an expanding flat, which is also impulsive but very rare. So this scenario might still be open because we have 5 waves, right? We have the 5 waves in zigzags, right? each wave is higher than the others, and this is kind of like impulsive, and this is the problem of the conflict, that it creates now this complex structure and this weird price action. And if you remember, since I saw this right in 2 days ago, once I saw this without any retracement and a big move and very volatile and so strong, I told you, okay, something wrong is going on. I don't trust it. I don't trust it as a bullish scenario, as an impulse. And here we go. This is what we are seeing now, a very, very complex structure, which it might turn to many things. It might turn to corrective, and at the same time, it can be an expanded diagonal. Nobody knows. Once we fail our WXY, once we fail our diagonal, if it is failed, then we move to WXY. We want to see higher prices with a Y. If that is not the case, if we go down, okay, the last scenario is an expanded diagonal. This is the only scenario has been left, and we want to move to our CME gap, of course, reach our CME gap to close it, and as well for a wave 2, and move up again with our bullish scenario, which has already high possibilities still in our daily chart and weekly chart. Thank you for watching. This was it for Bitcoin. Let's watch the price. Be careful from the news as well. Don't forget it. Thank you for watching again. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.